So living off grid or bugging out or even going wild camping or to a festival, if you've got a health condition, it can seem a little bit unachievable sometimes. So today I want to show you one solution that I've got that has saved my life literally so many times. So I genuinely think where there's a will, there's a way, and think outside of the box. One of the things I got diagnosed with when I was really young, I think I was 2, was chronic brittle asthma, which is a really severe type of allergic asthma. And I don't have the best managed asthma. I never have. I go for fortnightly hospital Xolair treatments, which have absolutely been life-changing. If anyone's considering going and starting on Xolair treatments for brittle asthma, then go for it. I mean, my lung function, I think my spiro before was like 16%, and then afterwards, like 10 years later, it had gone up to like 34. So that's pretty amazing. That's like literally doubled on my spiro results. So one thing that I do rely on quite a lot, and when I went off grid, a lot of people were quite worried about, was if I had an asthma attack and was miles from anywhere or somewhere without a solid address, then what would I do? And that is something that you'd have to think about as well. If SHTF happens and you've bugged out, you're only going to be reliant on yourself. If SHTF does happen as a prepper, then there's only certain things that you can prepare for, and unfortunately health, I've discovered for sure, is not one of them. But like I say, where there's a will, there's a way. And so I was absolutely amazed and discovered that this is a nebuliser. So if anyone is watching this who has had a 80s childhood of asthma and nebulizers, you'll remember that they literally used to be like literally the size of a suitcase. So this is the nebulizer box itself. So that kind of goes onto the thing where you'll put your nebs in, and then that attaches to the with this one. This is the mouthpiece that came with it and the mask that came with it. And yeah, I'll put this up so you guys can see. So yeah, and I will write what this is in the description. It cost about 50 quid, I think. And I think I've mentioned before, my dad is a little bit of a prepper. So not only do I have one, I have 2. So yeah, always keep a spare, because if this one breaks and I'm in the middle of nowhere without access to a hospital or an ambulance, which is situations I've been in the past, which has been scary for my friends. Now they know exactly what to do, and the nebulizers are there. So in these little, say it's a kinetic well-being product, and yeah, so it comes in a nice little bag. I've kind of got all my nebules in there and my EpiPen and stuff. But yeah, that is a really amazing genius invention. It literally fits in your pocket. And right, so this is the other thing that makes it absolutely incredible, is the way that you can power it. So you can plug it into the mains if you've got mains electricity, but obviously if you're off grid or you've bugged out, then you're not going to have that. So it is battery powered. I have found that with a 5mm neb that will last about 1 use. Most people use for like 2.5 on the salbutamol nebs. So if I have to put any extra fancy stuff in there, then I will be running it off my solar power, which you can see over in the corner. That's my charging station. I have got this lovely, incredibly long lead that literally just goes into the back of the nebulizer. And I'm not going to waste any medication by putting anything in to show you all the fancy dragony steam that really used to make me look cool like a dragon, I think, when I was a kid. But yeah, so this is literally, that is a working nebulizer that fits literally in your pocket and is running off solar. And what do you say if you don't have your own access to solar? So you can also use battery packs for them. So these battery packs, I mean, these were the pretty, I don't even, to be honest, I can't actually remember what capacity they are, but I know that this one will run it once and this one will run it once. So as long as I've got a couple of those charged, but a good battery pack. And what happens if SHTF, then you can get some solar panels. So this one is, I'm terrible, my memory is absolutely terrible, but this one charges batteries in very low light and doesn't produce enough energy to directly run the nebulizer off solar. So and this one as well, this one you might get a bit more chance of running it for a short period off very, very bright sunlight with this. They're both made by mobile solar chargers. I'll put a link to their website. I'm really not an expert. I just bought what my friends recommended and they worked really, really well for me. So I'll put a link to the website and you guys can have a look at some solar chargers. But if you are off grid or if you are a prepper and SHTF happens and you're worried about not being able to run medical equipment, then there are always ways around things. Never let your health stop you. Never give up on the dream. And like I say, it literally, I can't believe that is the little nebulizer. That has also got a full first aid kit as well. You can tell it's a little bit bigger. If I just cram all of this back into this one, you'll see how light and tiny and packable that it is. I mean, look, it's literally like no weight whatsoever. Chuck in a couple of extra nebbies for me. So yeah, I mean, obviously, so that is the weight of it. That would take up literally zero room, zero space in my bug out bag. And if you're wanting to go camping or get more off the beaten track and you have asthma and you want to make sure you're going to be safe, then I will put the name of Kinetic Wellbeing in the link because I couldn't recommend it enough. And and I will also put a link for you guys to my solar setup in case any of you are interested in going and having your own full-on fancy solar array. Subscribe to my channel and never give up on your dreams. Never let things stop you trying. And always think outside the box, and peace and love.